Hey everyone, today we're talking about Celebration Key. We thought it would be fun to do it in more of a podcasty style video and just kind of casually talk about it and share our experience with you. So let's just get right into it.
Yeah.
Kayla,
Celebration Key. Talk to me.
yeah, what did you think? What are your initial thoughts?
I liked it. So I think the biggest thing for me was that you have to go into it thinking about it the right way. So don't go into it thinking that it's a private island thing like Coco Cay. It is much more of a excursion.
Yeah,
So if you set your expectations properly, knowing that you're going to have to pay for extras, I loved it. I thought it was a great day. I would definitely go back. I'm actually excited to go back. Um, the lagoon pools were insane, and you can do it for next to no money, if not completely free. If you use your food vouchers and you don't drink and you use the ship as like a lunch spot, I think it's a good addition. I think good for Carnival. I think they cherry picked a lot of good stuff from everybody else's private islands.
yeah. What are some of your favorite parts? Like for me, like we did Pearl Cove, and I thought that was amazing.
I did like Pearl Cove. I found it very similar to Hideaway Beach, but
Not the same
think
vibe though.
no, Hideaway Beach was a little bit more party vibe, and this was a little more just like chill
It was maybe
vibe.
more like what Coco Beach Club would be like. We haven't
Yes.
done that, but
From what I've seen, it looks a little similar to Cocoa Beach. With the more premium lunch, the good drinks, the really nice pool, and like the chill vibe. It was a nice break. And then if you wanted to turn up, obviously, I mean, we went to Calypso.
yeah. I was thinking like there's so much that we didn't explore either. Like we did check out the beaches and we did check out Lagoon Pool and the Starfish Lagoon Pool, but we didn't really spend too much time there. And then like we didn't go down the slides or anything like that. So I would like to
Yeah.
go back another time just to
Do a
really
little bit more.
and because we were at Pearl Cove, we didn't eat from the food trucks.
We didn't. So the only thing I know about the food trucks is that some of the portions are bigger than others, and so
Yeah.
some of them are a little bit more worth like the bang for your buck. So I would like to go back, maybe not do Pearl Cove, although it would break my heart not to do Pearl Cove because I know how good it is.
I feel like we have to do Pearl Cove. Like
But if you're going to spend that kind of money, I feel like you have to stay there a while.
yeah.
And it's such a big, like those lagoon pools, I don't know if these photos and videos are going to do it justice, but they're massive. Like the biggest pools I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, because I know you said it was worth it. So let's break it down for everyone who doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna put a little, I don't know, a little asterisk on this for a second. But you get 10 drinks with the all-inclusive package there, and it was and a premium lunch, and I think it was about
Very
what
premium.
$270 somewhere in that
Canadian,
realm,
right?
Canadian maybe
Yeah.
per person. So it did end up being like an expensive day, but
What does that work out to America? I think it was like $179 or something, right?
I can't really recall. But you guys can check out your cruise planner.
It'll obviously change.
Yeah, so they had a couple different packages there. One included the drinks and the lunch, and one didn't. For me, the lunch was like one of the best meals I had. Probably the best meal we had on that cruise.
Really good. I was really impressed with the food. I thought the food and the drinks. I was a little worried because when we first got on the ship, I think it was the day before, they sent us like a little piece of paper. Oh, Stella's here for the podcast. Hi, Beans. You want to say hi to everybody? They gave us a piece of paper that kind of said what was included, and it kind of got me a little disappointed because it was saying like basically bar rail. And so when I kind of was going into it, I was like, oh, okay, we're just going to get like kind of crappy bar rail drinks. And then I was pleasantly surprised when we got there and found that they were good premium mixed, like pina colada, daiquiri.
Yeah, because I said spirits, right? Or like beer, spirits, and that sort of thing. So when I saw the frozen pina coladas and stuff, I knew we kind of made the right choice. But on top of that, too, it said 10 drinks, but when we went there, they didn't even keep track of our drinks at all. So,
like I said in our vlog, I think until you start getting like silly, maybe they'll start to give you some tips.
If they have a busy day, like maybe if they have a couple Excel class ships in there, they'll start to rein in on the drinks or something. I'm not really sure.
I think because it was fairly new when we went. Like it was within the first month of it opening, we went. So I feel like it wasn't as busy too. We had only 2 tiny ships in port, so I don't feel like it was as busy.
Do you think So what's your thoughts on the drink situation with Celebration Key as a whole?
So because we got Pearl Cove, I was very unbothered by it because I had drinks
Yeah.
included in there. But I think they could do a little editing to the package because I know that it's not like owned by Carnival, it's co-owned with the Bahamas. So I think what they could do is it's like if you buy a drink package on the ship, you get like a bracelet that says you get 10 free drinks or something.
Yeah.
And even if that means you don't get free drinks on the ship that day, if you use them all on the island, like I feel like there should be some sort of give take.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would be pretty PO'd if I paid for the drink package and then I didn't get any free drinks on that island that day. And then you're not really on the ship.
Yeah.
So you don't really get your use of the drink package that day. Or if they waive your drink package fee that day, I don't know. They have to do something.
Yeah, I know like with Royal Beach Club, they did a package where you buy the drinks and then you can add in like a hideaway pass and also the Royal Beach Club pass. And like I feel like Carnival could do something like that where they buy like a drink package plus.
Yeah.
And then if you're going to Celebration Key, which a lot of them are now, then that seems like a way to keep people happy. Like, oh, at least I get it maybe like 50% off while I'm on the island or something like that. Because I wonder if it'll impact drink package sales at all. Because it, like for us, for example, we didn't want to buy the drink package because we're like, oh, well, it was a 4-day cruise, and for day 3 we were getting all-inclusive drinks.
And we stayed there all day. We got off first thing, like 7 a.m., and we were
there
like some of the last people on.
Yeah.
So it really wouldn't have been worth it. And then the next day we were off.
Yeah.
And we had to go home. So it's not like you could be hungover.
Because it's hard to imagine buying the drink package and buying drinks at Pearl Cove. Actually, not even Pearl Cove, just like Celebration Key in general. And like it would make me not want to get off the ship, especially if you're on like an Excel class ship. You'd be like, well, why would I get off? I have all the drinks and food here for free.
Infinity pool on the patio.
Like I have Guy's Burgers and infinite drinks on the pool. So why would I even go to Celebration Key? So that's where I think like if they want to draw more people in there or try to make more money from people, if they included like a drinks plan on there, then they can get more people to at least get off the ship and enjoy it and that sort of thing.
Yeah. And I think the food was fine because, like, you get the free voucher and you can use it for a food truck item. Like I said, shop around, make sure you're getting the best bang for your buck at the food truck. Like, don't waste it on donuts. If you are going to waste it on donuts, then go back to the ship for lunch.
They look pretty good.
They did look good.
I think they're the ones they sell at Java Blue. Remember how, like, big those guys are?
Oh.
I wonder if they're like that.
I don't know.
Yeah. The... on other news, speaking about the drinks, Carnival actually came up with a new drink package.
They did?
Yeah, it's a 0 proof drink
saw,
package.
Yes, I did see that on Instagram. I do like that because I feel like the younger generation of cruisers are like more gearing towards like not drinking alcohol. Like, you agree. So a lot of them aren't really like into drinks anymore. Like it seems they're a healthier generation than us millennials.
But I like it too because like I don't know if they had a soda package before. I can't really remember, but this one includes like coffees and teas and energy drinks and stuff. It is still kind of expensive. It's $30 a day. Ooh. So but I guess like if you get a coffee and 1 to 2 coffees a day, I guess that's like $8-9.
Yeah, the coffees are not cheap. We learned that because I got one like almost every day. So, especially if you get like a good latte
Java Blue's
one.
not bad. It's like $4.75 or something in comparison to like Starbucks under Norwegian.
Oof, yeah, Starbucks on Norwegian was insane. It costed me more than I pay at Starbucks. But yeah, I guess if you had 2 lattes a day and maybe like a juice or a Red Bull or something, I don't know. $30 a day is still pretty high for me though.
Yeah. And then going back to Celebration Key there, what did you think about what did you think about the different types of food? I know we talked about they had the restaurants with the 25% off coupon and whatnot.
Now, I would have probably, if it were us and we didn't go to Pearl Cove, I think I probably would have been more inclined to use our tokens for the 25% off because there's nothing I can really have at those food trucks. Yeah. It might be easier for me to order from the restaurants. Now, I didn't go into them and didn't really look too closely at their menus because it didn't really affect us this time around. But that being said, the restaurant at Calypso Lagoon. I want to say it was called like Mingos or something like that, where it had the flamingos everywhere.
Right.
It was so vibey, and I feel like I would have sat in there and definitely tried to get something to eat.
Some of the other restaurants did look pretty good. They had like a barbecue one. I know it's not great for you, but
good for most people.
And the food truck, they had like the taco place. That could be good. So yeah, we need to go back and do some other things, but it's hard to imagine not doing Pearl Cove, honestly. They had the infinity pool like overlooking the ships and stuff.
And with going to like one of those restaurants, and this is what makes me think using the coupon for a meal is easier, is because there's chefs, so that like most of the truck stuff is a quick fry.
Yeah.
So it's harder for them to make adjustments. Whereas at the restaurant, I feel like they can make accommodations and do what they can for me. And I had a great meal at Pearl Cove. Like that salad, it's like, I know people are like, oh my God, a salad.
Yeah.
I was blown away. It was so good.
Well, I'm just happy you could get something with your allergies.
Yeah. For if anyone's watching that like has a taco truck, like Carnival, halloumi taco, come on. I've had one at Nordic Spa here in like Gatineau, and it's the most fire thing I've ever had. Cauliflower taco, like we got to get with the times. There's more of us, celiacs, and some people that don't want to eat meat. So like, it's so easy to whip up a cauliflower taco or a halloumi taco. I will pay extra. I don't care. Give me a good vegetarian taco. I just don't want, sauteed vegetables in a soggy tortilla.
Yeah. How did you find like Carnival Glory in particular with the allergies?
I was a little nervous going on a smaller Carnival ship, but the food was exactly as I remembered on the XL class ships. Like I was able to get pizza at the pizzeria. I was able to get a sandwich at the deli. The only thing I wasn't able to have... There was a little more
of a effort involved though, like with the deli and stuff.
Deli, I did have to go get bread from the buffet, but it wasn't a big deal because it was right there in front of me. I didn't even have to ask for it. The only thing they didn't have too was like any sauces for the sushi, which is unfortunate because I do like bonsai sushi. Although it wasn't really, was it bonsai? It was kind of like a side entrance on the Glory, but I wasn't really missing the sushi. It was only 4 day.
Yeah, it was like sushi on 9 or something. It was like a sushi window.
It was a window.
Yeah. But in terms of,
it was great.
In terms of like the island itself, how do you think it compares to Coco Cay?
Similar in most ways, except for the fact that obviously everything at Coco Cay is included and your drink package carries over.
I think that's the number one thing people are going to say. Like not even about what's there, right? Because they have like amazing pools. They have slides. To
me, they blew Coco Cay's pools.
Yeah. Like the actual... the island, we're calling it an island, but the actual, I guess, destination itself was amazing.
Yeah. So obviously Coco Cay has more slides. This one has 2.
Yeah.
But like I said in our vlog, they have a ton of space that they haven't even started to develop there yet. So that's their starting point. So if you think back to when we went to Coco Cay, when it was like nothing.
It was just a beach.
A beach with some lawn chairs and like I think at one point they had like a little inflatable slide.
Yeah.
So Carnival kind of waited till they had the money to do it big and then they'll go from there. So I feel like they're going to give Coco Cay a run for its money, but until they can include some drinks or make it more of a private island destination, then they can't call it a private island. So I haven't been calling it that anymore. It's a private destination, we'll say.
It's just easier to call it a private island, I think.
I know, but then it sets that wrong tone for people where they think, oh, private island, just like all these other private islands where they include everything. Yeah.
So, okay, so obviously Royal Caribbean is the best private island.
It's the best private island, 100%.
That's right, yeah. Not talking cruise, that's a different episode.
Yeah, it's the best private island. This destination was great, and I like that you can get food included. You can go to, the food truck and get an item for free, so you can still eat. You walk back to the ship and go eat for free. You walk back to the ship and go get your drinks for free.
Yeah,
if you have
the coupon thing is pretty good because do you really need more than one lunch? Like, because you're going for 8 hours if you eat before you get off. And
it depends how much you eat. Like if you're a guy who weighs 210 pounds, like you're going to need to eat more than a person who weighs, 130 pounds.
I guess like my only problem with it would be not the quantity of food I'm receiving, but maybe I want to try a few things.
More than one.
Maybe I just want a little of this and a little
Mhm.
of that and make a meal of that, as opposed to like, okay, you can only get a chicken taco right now.
Mhm.
You can't try maybe a couple pieces of ribs or something like.
Right. Now I think maybe limiting it to one. So it's one food item from one food truck, plus it comes with like a cookie or something. Now I don't think we need the cookie. I think maybe two food items would be a
Yeah.
better option, because I saw a lot of those cookies sitting on pool chairs that no one ate. So
Yeah. It could be cool if they offered like, oh, if you want another meal, it's 50%
50%
off
off.
or something like that. But so in comparison to what about in the region, the Stirrup Cay?
That one, I know that they're undergoing some renovations to kind of get them
Yeah,
caught up with
it's
everyone
supposed
else.
supposed to get good. Like
Mm-hmm.
I think we're just missing it because we're on the Luna. I think before it's
right
finished next year.
before, yeah. So I think if they added, and I know it sounds so silly because you're going to a private beach island, for us to be like, oh, but they don't have a pool. Well,
Yeah,
duh. It's like the beach. You're supposed to go for the beach. Um,
I'm a pool guy.
but I do like a pool because
Yeah,
sometimes the water's too choppy or it's too cold
or
or
rocky or seaweedy or
yeah.
yeah.
So I do like a pool. So I feel like,
And I just hate getting full of sand. I mean,
yeah.
okay, I like the beach. I'm not, I'm not crazy, but I do. I hate just having to like get my feet all cleared off of the sand afterwards and all
yeah.
that. I much prefer just like hanging out in one of those white loungers in the
Mhm.
pool. Like,
I think that's the thing is we like to go in the beach to swim, go in the salt water, say we went in, it's beautiful, and then you get out and then to lounge. You don't want to lounge in the sand where you're like covered in water
yeah.
and now you're all sandy and then your towel's full of sand and all your bags are full of sand and then you bring the sand home, go to unpack and all the sand falls out. So I feel like, yeah,
But it is like the beach is quieter
the
and
beach
you
is
can
always
go take a
quieter.
little nappy poo out
I
there.
do like closing my eyes and hearing the ocean.
Yeah.
It does make me happy.
So I guess it depends on the day because sometimes like in Nachi in Mexico we sit on the beach a lot.
That's true. I do. Oh, Nachi.
Yeah. So I recently saw a video from I think Don Family Vacations.
Did he go?
No, but he was saying that Carnival had changed someone's itinerary without reason. They were going to Nassau, and they changed it to Celebration Key without any reason. And this person, for whatever reason, maybe they've never been, really wanted to go to Nassau, and they just changed it. And they said, we don't need to give you a reason. But it's kind of funny because you book the cruise that you want, but in your cruise ticket contract or whatever, it says they can change it for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think, like, yeah, you're going to see a lot more of that?
Probably.
Is that like because it's cheaper, or is it just they think they're going to get more money out of you? Because it's still the Bahamas, right?
They're still gonna pay like their Bahamas port taxes or whatever fees and stuff.
Yeah.
But why would they bring you to Nassau when they could bring you to their own island and hopefully get you to get off and go spend money there instead of get off and go spend money?
Do you think like if you were shopping around for a Carnival cruise, that you would try to look for one going to Celebration
100%.
Key?
Yeah. If I
like over ones that weren't.
Yeah, if it wasn't going, that would almost deter me from not picking that one.
Okay.
If it's not going to Celebration Key, then it's kind of like Coco Cay. Like if you're in the Bahamas and you're on a Royal Caribbean ship, you're going to Coco Cay because then what else are you doing?
Or let's say you're bringing like some new Carnival cruisers.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be like, oh, you guys got to go to Celebration Key.
Mm-hmm.
Over like something like an ABC cruise or something like that.
Well, I do love the ABC Islands, but no, it depends. Like we brought our friends back in December a couple years ago. We went on Royal Caribbean. We did ABC. So if I were going to invite them on Carnival, would I do ABC again? No, I'd probably be like, yeah, you got to come see Celebration Key and let's go to Pearl Cove and then we'll hit up Calypso.
I don't know if you knew this actually. I just thought of this. That actually the day after we were there, 2 people died.
I did hear that.
They drowned.
It's really terrible.
One person, I can't believe it happened the day after. It was actually the day, like, Scott and Sheds were there.
That's right.
And a couple of friends of ours. And, yeah, one person was snorkeling. He was 79.
Oh.
And then they tried to, like, do CPR and whatever.
That's so sad.
And then one was a 74-year-old woman, and she was unresponsive in the pool.
Oh.
Do you think there's anything, like, that could have been prevented there, or do you think that was just like
I don't
old
know.
age in the sun, maybe if they had a drink or something.
I mean, I noticed they had a lot of lifeguards, so I'm kind of surprised that happened.
Well, the good news is the lifeguards did like work on them, so they were paying attention.
Oh, that's so sad. I hate, like, I mean, you're on vacation. You hate to hear when stuff like that happens. That makes me sad.
It's kind of crazy that it was like I haven't heard of any of those stories at like Coco Cay, for example. And then like the first couple weeks.
I know. I feel like that has a.
Yeah. I wonder like, are the lagoons are so big
they
that
are
maybe they didn't
huge.
see it right away. Now the guy in the ocean, okay, that's gonna be really hard to spot, but the person in the
pool, yeah. I mean, they are huge.
Yeah.
And there's like on given days there are more people there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They're gonna have to either add some more lifeguards or have some people monitoring like inside the pools, maybe, like waiting around in the pools to like monitor people.
I don't really clock how many lifeguards there were, but I'm assuming
there
that
was a few.
There's probably like an investigation into like what exactly happened. It's probably already concluded, but there's probably like an internal investigation. But
I'm glad it didn't happen when we were there, because that would have been a real like sad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hard to have a good vacation if you know that's going on.
Yeah. Okay. And what do you think like about the state of cruising lately, with it all being about private islands? It seems like.
Yeah. I feel like I like when they have a private island.
Yeah.
However, I sometimes do worry that it does take away from the locals. So I'm kind of glad that Carnival partnered with the Bahamas on this one. And I'm kind of glad that Royal's partnering with Nassau on their new one. I remember when we were in Costa Maya, they told me, because I always book through like a local tour guide if I can. And so we booked through, I think it was Native Choice or something like that. And they had mentioned that back when they first started cruising into Costa Maya, they actually had a like office, I guess, right in the pier or right in the port. And then as they started to create their own excursion program through Royal Caribbean, they kind of pushed them out. And then if you want to book through them, you got to leave the cruise gates and go out, and people don't feel safe doing that. And so it kind of impacted them in a negative way. So yeah, I like it, but I also like when you're supporting because you're going to their place, you want to support the people that live there.
Right. I kind of like, I don't know if I'm a big fan of all the private, like I love the private islands. I have an awesome time there. But if you just look at cruise itineraries now,
they're kind of boring.
and what Royal's going to be, and same with like what Carnival's started, like with the Isle of Tropical and then a Celebration Keys, and every cruise almost feels a bit like the same.
Groundhog Day.
Yeah, and like I found lately, like with us, like we're not even getting off the ship because it's not very exciting. Like I know, like when we went in St. Thomas on this last Norwegian cruise, that was actually a lot of fun. I was glad we got off. We did the sky ride.
We don't normally, because we've been there a few times. Same with Nassau. We actually ended up having a lot of fun at Senior Frogs, which was hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't. There's a lot of destinations that don't excite me when you're doing those 3, 4, 5 night.
And the ships are so good that like you don't even want to get off.
The ship is like your destination on some of those, and then if you're going for the itinerary and like the ports, it seems like you have to do one of the smaller ships, which kind of gets me excited about like the Discovery class.
Yeah,
but that's a different podcast.
I know. I just, lately it's just been like, I miss like the Alaskas and the Mediterraneans and like just doing like new destinations. Maybe we've just done like a lot of Caribbean cruises because like if you're just getting into the cruising scene and you're checking out some of these private islands and going to like a couple of the places you frequently visit, like St. Thomas, St. Martin, Nassau, like that'll be exciting for you as a first time. But
I think the thing that I like too about the private islands is you don't really have to plan anything. There's no excursion.
That is good.
You're not buying anything. It's like a very inexpensive, uneventful, like you're not rushing back to get to the ship.
And if you're with a group or whatever, and if people want to go back to the ship, they can go on without you. And that's good. I do like that. You wake up, you're there, you get off. It's awesome.
Yeah, you want to go back and have a nap and then come back out, you can. So I do like that. But yeah, I feel like we need to do a better job with planning ours so that we have a little bit of ship-focused trips and then a few like port-focused ships so that we get our adventure, our thrills, get to see the world. Because right now I feel like we've seen a lot of the Caribbean.
Yeah, and the next Carnival one we booked was their new festival.
Which I think is only a 4 day, so you know
which
exactly
is a 4 day,
where we're
so
going.
yeah, we're not getting off the ship on that one either, but I think we're going to Celebration Key in Nassau, probably.
Yes, good for us though, because August we're doing Legend, which we kind of get a little bit of both, because that's a new Icon class ship, which we haven't been on Icon class yet.
That's going to be a busy cruise for us, because we're going to be really excited about the ship and really excited about the destination.
I love that for us. Like an exciting ship and an exciting locations. Like we haven't vlogged. We've been to Italy before, but just to visit my family. We haven't done it on a cruise. I've never been to Barcelona.
We left out of Ravenna on our last one, but
true.
That we were only in Italy for a day or two. So
this is going to be exciting. So Barcelona, like all these new destinations. So I love that we decided to do that one, because it's a little bit of a mix of both. New ship, exciting ship, and exciting ports.
I guess our next two cruises, I think we're getting away from the Celebration Key part, but it's on the Celebrity Excel, which should be good.
Mm-hmm.
But we probably won't get off the ship too much.
Probably not, because again, we're doing the same kind of little circle of the Bahamas that we always do.
And then we're doing the Wonder, which does Coco Cay and Royal Beach Club.
So, and this is what I was thinking back to Celebration Key. So if you're comparing Celebration Key to Coco Cay, I think you're comparing apples and oranges. Whereas I think if we go on that Nassau Island now, the new Royal Beach Club, whatever.
Yeah, that'll be a good comparison. Yeah.
To Celebration Key is a little bit more in line, because if you want to go there, you have to pay.
Anything
and they are charging a ton of money.
Yeah.
And you have to buy a drink package.
That one for us was maybe 600 Canadian total or something like that.
It better be the best day ever. Someone asked me on Instagram, they were like, well, what if it rains? I was like, I will be out there with my umbrella in a rain suit.
Oh my God, yeah,
drinking
if it rains
until I fall over.
I wonder if you can get like a refund on the day, like, or something like that.
I'll be out there. I'll be out there with my umbrella.
That'd be such a disappointment. Like, hopefully they have some areas that are covered in case something like that happens.
Just bring a waterproof camera case, because I'll be out there sitting in the pool with my drink and an umbrella.
Yeah.
Getting my money's worth.
Because it'll be January, so.
Mm-hmm. So I think, if we compare that to that, I think that's a more fair comparison than comparing it to a true private island. And if Carnival ever does make a true private island, I think then we can compare it to Coco Cay.
So if you were to give, cycling back to probably our final thoughts on Celebration Key.
Yeah, I'm going to go through my notes.
I was going to say,
I hit everything.
What would you give it out of 10?
Celebration Key, I would give it, you know what? Even for like their first attempt, solid first attempt, I really enjoyed myself. I had a lot of fun. I'm going to give it an 8.8.
Yeah, I was thinking, 8.9 because
there's always room for improvement.
The one whole point is the drinks.
Yeah.
Like if drinks were included, 9.9.
Yeah. Like maybe
it was like
10.
Yeah, or maybe like 9.5 or something like that. And then just adding something to do with the food.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of like the party area in the lagoon there?
I mean, we didn't stay with
the DJ. Do you think that was cool, or do you think that was a little greasy?
No, and this is what one of my points that I actually wrote is I like that the portals keep things nice and separate. So when you first walk in, you've got your water slides and your shopping. On one side, we've got Starfish Lagoon, which is more geared for the families, so it's quieter, it's more chill. Like we even actually went in there at one point just to get in the pool, and it was so calm. Then you've got your Calypso portal, which is a little more, vibey, a little more lit. So if you're looking for that, you can go there.
The swings bar was cool.
The swing bar was super, not swinger bar, swing bar, an actual physical swing that you swing on. That was kind of cool. It was very like Instagram on that side.
They had
a
lot
island,
of Instagram-y type stuff,
which
there.
I love.
Yeah.
But I like that they kept it separate. So if you're looking for quiet, you're looking for chill, you're going with the family, you got Starfish. If you're looking for turned up DJ, little dance vibes, you can go to Calypso. If you want nothing to do with any of that and you want no children around and you just want to be left alone in your little floaty chair, you pay extra and you go to Pearl Cove.
Yeah, I could see why they said the Lagoon is adult friendly, because some of the dancing that was going on there was...
That's happening everywhere, though. People are just living their best life. They're on vacation.
Yeah, it was not PG. I'll just say that.
No, it wasn't PG. But, the dance floor is not a place to be PG. The dance floor is where you just let your feelings out and you just close your eyes and you do whatever. I will never judge anyone on the dance floor.
A lot of, pool twerking going on.
live your life. Like,
Yeah.
yes, if that's what you want to do and you're doing it in the adult only area and there's not little kids there, then good for
Yeah,
you.
just a lot of people having a good time.
I
I
hope
like
I'll
to
be doing that next time I'm
I
there.
I like to sprinkle of it. Like that's why I think I need Pearl Cove because I just want to go there for like an hour and then I want to go back to like my little paradise.
I feel like you say that because it was just me and you, and we were so busy trying to videotape the entire island for everybody. Now, if we were there with friends,
Yeah.
you would never leave
The
that
thing is, like,
swim up bar.
one thing I really hate, and the pool's really big, so you could easily avoid this. But one thing I really hate is when you're like shoulder to shoulder with someone in the pool. Like it's so busy that, like, you know, when you go into some of those cruise pools and you can just
The water's warmer.
You can go like a pencil in, and then you have to stay there. You can't move, and there's people on ledges all around you. It's so unpleasant for me when it's like that.
So it wasn't like that because the pools are so big here, but it obviously does condense a little bit in that DJ area. But you kind of want that. Like, you want to feel like you're on a dance
that's what the
floor,
area is
right?
for.
Like, that's what the vibe is. So if you don't like it, you don't have to stay, obviously. But I think if you want that vibe, then you're going for that. Like, and people kind of huddle together and they're dancing, they're cheering each other on, and like, I love it. I love a good pool dance vibe.
Oh, another thing that I just thought of was that they need to change is the Cabana stuff.
Oh,
because they're so expensive.
Yeah.
And like they're unrealistically expensive. They have an abundance of them. They were all empty.
So I found carnivals were a little bit more attainable because you could get a few. There was like a few in like the low hundreds, like mid to
but
low
some
hundreds.
of the ones like by the pool are like 1,000. And the big family ones like $10,000. And the ones by the pool, I think it was Travel Spree we were watching. He got a cabana there, and like they didn't even have drinks included with the cabana.
Really?
It was just like
I would have.
They had
full
like
expectation
I think they had like Cokes and stuff, like basically like a soda package. But like, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. They didn't have like, if you've seen that video or if you know any better, just let me know. Like, I don't think drinks are included with a cabana, and I think that's
a
like if you look at like Royal, for example, in Hideaway, you pay like $2,000-3,000 again for the cabanas, but you get like
drink service,
food,
a butler,
unlimited food, and the butler delivers it to you. You get drinks. You have like your own controllable speakers within these cabanas and stuff. And then these ones are just like 4 posts and a roof and a couple loungers, and they say, okay, give us all your money. Like, come on.
I also don't feel like I would sit in it. Like, I would never get a cabana because I would never get my money's worth out of it. There's no way.
This is what I'm saying. They need to like pump it up. Like,
I need some ROI on my money. Like, if I'm giving money, I need to see value from it, which is why I don't go with
the family one. Okay, because like maybe I think you can combine 2 families, and then like if you're bringing like 2 families of 6, and maybe you can fork out, I don't know, 10 G's or whatever it was, but
I mean, somewhere else
that better come with drinks
money,
and that better come with drinks and food delivery, like, or food, unlimited food, because that's insane.
Yeah, I do find that there was a lot of them. I didn't see anybody in them, and I feel like we could probably use that for other things. But maybe when the bigger XL class ships are coming in more often, like maybe they'll fill up a little bit more. But yeah. I agree. Have we ever had a cabana ever?
No.
Like,
those casitas and stuff on the ship, those are always a waste of money.
They don't really jump out to me. Like, I like the sun though. If you didn't love the sun, or if you had a bunch of stuff, maybe. Yeah. Like sometimes with our electronics and stuff, I don't love leaving it all behind, but
I think like mainly it'd be about like the priority drink service and stuff like that, like in the attention, like you would get it firsthand. But yeah, overall, I just don't find they're worth it.
No.
But I think, that wraps up our Celebration Key review, our first episode. If you made it this far, we can, we wanted to save this till the end. We're thinking about doing more of podcast style videos about some of our favorite topics. We have these casual discussions all the time, just Kayla and I. So we just like, why don't we just talk about them with you guys and share it and see what you guys think and get your insight and that sort of thing. And we were thinking about, I think our name right now for this podcast would be like,
we're just ship talking.
Ship talking with Ryan and Kayla or something like that, or just ship talking would be funny. So think that's what we'll go with for now. If you guys got any funny names, drop them in the comments.
Or if someone else has that name, please let us know.
Yeah. If you want to see more of like what Celebration Key has to offer, be sure to check out our vlog there. And also we have a 2-part vlog. One is just a walk around, and the other one is our day at Pearl Cove. Plus we went into Calypso Lagoon and that sort of thing. We had a really great day.
I think we also show it in our vlog, don't we?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah. So
I just thought of one other thing too. Sorry to bring us back. But I thought of one con. Everything was outside. All the restaurants are outside. Everything's outdoors. There's not one indoor spot where you can go. And it was like 50 million degrees when we were there. Yeah. And there was nowhere to go.
So you'd want like an indoor restaurant?
I would love if a few of those ones that we were paying like the 25%, I would love if there was like maybe a place you could go and get out of the heat and have some air conditioning.
Yeah. I don't remember seeing air conditioning, but some of them had roofs and that sort of thing. But
they had roofs where you could go in the shade, but it was so hot.
Yeah.
And I was dying. When we got back on the ship, I was like, oh, I think I like cranked the air conditioner all the way down. So that was my only con, was everything's outdoors. I don't know. Is that the same at Coco Cay too? Everything's outside. Maybe I'm just, maybe it's just really hot.
At least open air setup, you know, like, because I'm thinking of that one, what is it, Captain Jack's or something like that? It's the restaurant in the middle of Coco Cay. I think that's even like open air.
Open too, yeah. So maybe I just noticed it on this trip specifically because it was so hot.
Probably.
So maybe I guess I can't really say it's a con.
Hey, you want what you want. You want air conditioning.
That day, I was like, please hit me with some air conditioning. I was melting.
Yeah. Okay, but if you guys liked the video or the style of video, let us know. We're eager to see some feedback on this. And if you want to see more of it, or if I would say like if there's any topics you want us to discuss. I think our next one we're going to talk about is like our favorite cruise line, which is probably our number one asked question. And
easily
we'll try to tackle that in just a simple conversation and nothing too formal or anything like that. So hopefully you like the style of video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more, or check out any of our vlogs for continuous cruise content.
If you went to Celebration Key, let us know in the comments. Like, what did you think? What are some of your pros and cons? Hit us up.
And you can follow us on Instagram at Ryan and Kayla to see all the live stories, plus direct messaging with Kayla. It's a great way just for you to say you have a question. You can drop it on YouTube, like a one-done question, but maybe you have a few questions and like some follow-up questions, or you just want to have a conversation about something more specific. Then I would really recommend chatting with us on Instagram and following us there.
But you would have actually seen some of the behind the scenes of this podcasting setup.
Yeah. But that's it for episode number 1.
We did it.
Let us know what you guys think, but we'll see you next time.